Ladies and gentlemen, this is Robertson, also known as Baraban. This is just a quick update video as I've had a lot of messages on Steam and I've seen a few of the comments on my channel recently that have highlighted something that I feel needs to be addressed, or rather readdressed, especially for the newer subscribers and viewers to my channel. Specifically, this is regarding the Space Engineers Into the Unknown series that John and I are in the process of recording. The first thing I would like to address is the lack of mods in use. And the reason why is we try to use as few mods as possible. While there are a great many mods out there for Space Engineers, some of which genuinely add something extra to the game and help enhance the experience, there is also a lot of dross, with many mods not being particularly well optimised and others which cause issues during multiplayer. There are also problems with mods being abandoned by their developers as time goes by, with some being made by people who are still in school, college or university that end up losing interest or lack the free time to continue updating them, which can cause issues if we rely on said mods too heavily. If someone in the community were to review, regulate and then combine the best or most reliable mods into a mod pack, similar to Minecraft's Feed the Beast, then it would certainly go a long way to help mitigate a lot of those issues. As it stands at the moment, I'm more happy to use scripting rather than full-blown mods for the most part, unless either John or I see something which we feel would make an exception, but that tends to be quite rare. The second thing I would like to address would be the suggestions that we're getting for improvements or additions to what is created during the series. It's just to let you guys know that they will most likely not be implemented, and this is due to several factors. Firstly, the episodes are actually recorded almost a week, sometimes 2 weeks, before being released on YouTube. Quite often we record for about 3 to 4 hours per session, and after we're finished it's myself that personally has to go through over all the recorded material, cut out all the boring stuff, delete the glitched scenes and crashes, of which there are many because, hey, it's Space Engineers. Then I have to add additional effects to enhance the sounds, including screens, schematics, etc. And finally, after all that's done, I've got to dub over John's voice on Skype with the computerised one to make him sound like Benson. Yes, there is an actual human being speaking his lines. John also plays as the Space Master, so he controls a lot of the events that you see happen in-game, so yes, some of it is indeed scripted, but he still tries to surprise me when he is given half the chance. Secondly, the whole series is following a background story that has been written about 6 months prior, and there's a certain semi-realistic yet sci-fi theme that we're sticking to, which means that we already have a rough idea of what we want to build and how we want things to look in-game. And a lot of the things that we do create, we try to make work around this theme and yet stay as practical as possible, and most importantly, won't crash the game or cause any issues whilst we're playing in multiplayer, which is why you won't see any builds with a ridiculous amount of pistons, rotors or weapons placed all over them, as these all cause issues in the game that can make it lag horribly and in some cases just crash, either for John or myself. Now, the next thing I would like to say is that complaints about what we've built or comments from people trying to tell us how to play the game will just be ignored, as they always have been. As I've said in a previous video, and indeed have said all along, this is something that John and I are doing for ourselves, and have only released the series on YouTube because we were having so much fun doing it that we thought it would be good fun to share it with the rest of the community. If the community as a whole are unhappy with what we're doing or find our videos are just too hard to watch, then we'll just stop releasing them on YouTube. It's as simple as that. Now, I understand that there's a lot of viewers out there that are quite engrossed in the series and are keen to see some of their suggestions or ideas put into it, but sadly, given the nature of the series, this just isn't feasible under the current circumstances. My best advice, so that people don't get frustrated or upset, is to just take the series for what it is, an enjoyable sci-fi romp made by two amateurs who live on the opposite sides of the world. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, with everything I've just said in mind, during breaks in the seasons, I still occasionally do ask people to put forward suggestions with regards to ship names, etc. And there's also the Q&A videos that I put out sometimes too, so there's still a chance for people to get involved, even if it's in just a small way. But with John's health deteriorating as quickly as it is right now, we're putting more effort into getting as many Into the Unknown episodes out as we possibly can before we reach the stage where he's no longer able to continue with it, which sadly is the main reason why there have been so many episodes released lately. But it is our hope that we can at least do one more season before the final curtain comes down and our adventures come to an end. Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my amazing core subscribers, all my awesome viewers, and the space engineers who've been with us since the very beginning. The support you guys have shown us has been absolutely incredible, and you're the main reason why I keep putting our content out there. So, until next time, this is Robertson, signing off.